Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets. Let's see if I can adjust this lighting. It looks terrible, but whatever. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Still 70+% of the people who view these things don't even subscribe. News is coming hot and heavy. That's exactly why I'm going live, because it's going so fast in the last day and a half that to edit and process a video is just going to take forever for each thing that happens. So, all right. Marco Rubio submitted the red flag yesterday, and the little bit of shimmering good news, a little bit of hope. I'm gonna try to adjust this here, but the Hearing Protection Act was resubmitted into Congress by Representative Jeff Duncan, Republican out of South Carolina. It has changed slightly from the way it was in the last Congress, which ended in December. Thank you all. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate you guys more than you know. Bill, thank you. So it was resubmitted by Rep. Duncan, and all of the technical amendments that took forever to get into the bill last year are already worked into the bill this year. The main goal of the Hearing Protection Act is to remove suppressors and silencers. They are technically silencers, that's what they're called, but they really are only suppressors. Just to remove them from the NFA, the National Firearms Act, so that they can be purchased lawfully and legally by the average Joe. I believe it's 40 states right now, they're legal for the public. And, you know, some other states have it for hunting only, but not for owners, for shooting regular. But it was resubmitted, okay? That's the good news. The bad news is it's not going to pass, all right? If it didn't pass in last year's Congress, which the Republicans, quote-unquote, lovers of freedom, the lovers of the Constitution, quote-unquote, if it didn't pass in the last 2 years, it sure as hell isn't going to pass with the clowns that just got elected yesterday. You already have the left attacking like piranha, like a feeding frenzy. It's just insane. It makes the little time that I get to actually look into the laws. Oh, man, light's crazy. It just makes it nuts. Like, I'm losing my freaking mind. Just in the last 12 hours, we've already had a bill submitted to remove the Electoral College, just to remove it so that they can have the Hillary Clinton. They're already going after guns, hot and heavy. We got the National Red Flag Law submitted. We also have a movement that's about to be submitted to ban assault weapons, period. And, you know, assault weapons, no such thing, but to ban high-capacity magazines, period. Those are all things that are coming, and coming fast and furious. Like, they're coming so fast, I can't keep up. So excuse the hands, guys. I'm shaky because I'm going live on my cell phone, and my wife and daughter are shopping, and I don't do shopping with crowds because I want to kick them. So the National the Red Flag Law submitted. Probably going to pass. If I had to put a number on it, if we were going to take bets, I'd give it about a 90% chance. The Hearing Protection Act submitted. The chances of that passing, honestly, I believe, are less than 50%. And the bill that's forthcoming about assault weapons and magazines, we need to really be concerned about that. So if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. This is where you're going to hear about it first. Yeah, you'll hear about it in other spots later, but if you want it days ahead of the curve, get it here, Guns and Gadgets, period, point blank. If you don't believe me, ask some of my subscribers. But yeah, I figured I'd come live because I'm out with the family. I have one day to do this, you know, family thing, and I figured I'd take a shot while they're shopping to get the news out, because the news has to get out. You're not going to see this on CNN. So thank you all. Last year was tremendous. 180 videos we did. So the subscribers and membership jumped. The support for the channel is humbling. I can't thank you all enough, so thank you all. So let me see if I can get some of these. Again, I'm on my phone, so if I screw something up, I apologize. Green Gables, I appreciate every video do. Oops. Your videos are appearing on EFOA. Good. Thank you. Awesome. Pat Man, good question. Okay, Pat Man says, why are they called assault weapons when they are not? Because Democrats, especially the left, those people who just sit and believe everything they're fed, don't have the wherewithal to actually read or comprehend fact, to just follow the narrative. If they hear semi-automatic rifle, it doesn't have the same pull at the heartstrings than assault weapons, because assault weapons sound so scary, like it's going to assault you. That's how they get the people to vote. That's how they get the liberals. That's how they get the donations. That's how Bloomberg gets the money stuff out. It's just the narrative, man. That if they call it what it was, you know, a self-defense instrument, you know, nobody would follow. They wouldn't get the droves of votes and crybabies and screamers in the street with the pink hats. Let's see. No thanks. Says, do you have any more info on any future walks on Washington? You might remember when I did, I think it was New Year's Eve, I did the State of the Second Amendment for 2018, and at the end of that, I said we should do a March on Washington. You don't hear it. Those big companies that are out there, those big agencies, those big memberships, you know, and call it what you want, whether it's your gun clubs, Glock, SIG, Smith & Wesson, all the makers that make hundreds of millions of dollars off of us, maybe even billions. Nobody seems to be standing up for the Second Amendment in earnest. Other than, you know, some YouTubers. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have a march on Washington. But we can't just have like 200 people show up like when we do marches or you know, the Second Amendment rallies when we do them at the State House. You don't get a lot of people showing up. And yes, you know, my buddy Coda Boy made a video last night, and he was 100% right. We have jobs. We work. A good portion of the left, they don't work. You know, they can show up in Boston, in Hartford, you know, in Augusta, in Los Angeles, because that's what they do. They're paid. They're given money to go, you know, be bitches. They're bussed all over the country to be, you know, pains in the asses, and they're freaking great at it. But those people who have families, I got 4 kids. I'm sure you guys, most of you have kids. You have commitments where if you take a week off of your job, you might lose your job, and then you lose your home, you know, because we don't have government assistance, and we're not using Obama phones. So they have that on us. But when you have like 110 people show up, it's not really, doesn't make a, you know, people might say, yeah, you know what, we have to go around that group of people today. Doesn't make quite the same statement when you have, you know, 10,000 people show up, 40,000 people show up. You know, the Million Man March that happened in D.C. made a statement. Why? Because they said, holy shit, there's 1 million people that are willing to be here, coming from all over the country. You know, this is something we need to pay attention to. That's how you get attention from the government, you know, unfortunately. And we need to have it well thought out. It needs to be, you know, well planned. Obviously it's going to take money. So, you know, we don't have George Soros and Michael Bloomberg on our side. You know, we don't have the Hollywood celebrities who are going to donate millions of dollars. We don't have Alyssa Milano who are going to, you know, pay for refugees instead of people who are in her own city, her own hometown, homeless, you know, American citizens. We don't have that on our side, and we never will, you know. So that's why it's always harder for us, you know, the Second Amendment. We're a niche group. That's why. Oh, excuse my hand, guys. Ronnie. Flyfish 26, thank you very much. He says, thanks for staying vigilant and doing the research for us. Much appreciated, and he made a donation. Thank you so much. I love you, brother, or sister. I don't know what flyfish is, but I guess there's female fish too. Thank you. It says, use GoFundMe for the wall money. Yeah, the government said that they're not accepting that money, so what's going to happen with that? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, I hope that, I'm using my phone, so it's no lighting in here. Maybe we get a national donation going somewhere. But then again, you got those agencies that, you know, are anti-Second Amendment, and when they realize that you're raising money for Second Amendment stuff or, you know, something major, they're going to shut it down. That's happened here. John Galeno, if I'm butchering your name, I'm sorry. Any word on national reciprocity? Yeah, it's dead. Freaking gone. Kiss that baby goodbye. The last chance was to get it done before the end of December. If you remember, I did a video of making phone calls and stuff to get Mitch McConnell to get off his ass and get it done. Done, man. HR 38 died effectively when they attached the fixed NICS to it. There was a way they were going to remove the fixed NICS. Can't really tell you all that because that might come up again, and I have sworn secrecy to some people who are big, huge in the game. But there was a way to get reciprocity done if Mitch McConnell would have gotten off his ass, and it wouldn't have had fixed NICS. So can it still get done? Yeah. Will it get done? Don't forget you have If you're on my Twitter and my Facebook, I put a picture up of all of the new anti-gun liberals who were sworn in yesterday. And if you think that those swamp rats are going to let us carry nationwide, no, it's just not going to happen. Have they said when they... Oops, excuse me, scroll's pretty quick here. Steve Galabrecki, have they said when they want to follow New Jersey on magazine bans? It's coming. Very quick. It's very, very, very soon, I would say. To see the amount of venom, the amount of just freaking hatred that has transpired. It's 10:44 here on the East Coast, and we're live on Friday. So they were sworn in a day and a half ago, and the vitriol that these people are performing with already, their quotes they're saying, the bills that are submitted are like never, ever seen before. And this is going to be a very, very difficult year. Very difficult year. Ted Cruz actually introduced the term limits. Yes, we absolutely need term limits. But do you think that these people who are in Washington, not even just Washington, but the people who run these anti-gun states, like these clowns here in Massachusetts, do you think they're going to limit their ability to just reap free money and be complete Marxists? Nope. I don't know if that'll ever happen, honestly. Let's see. Do you believe, no thanks, says, do you believe that red flag laws would be upheld or not when it reaches the Supreme Court? It's a pretty blatant lack of due process, and due process is directly stated in the Constitution. I honestly, okay, so if you're a fundamentalist or a constitutionalist like myself, you would say, you know, if and when they hear it, it's going to get struck down, absolutely, because it's blatantly obvious that it's a violation of our rights. But are there people there that have the wherewithal, you know, the intestinal fortitude to do the right thing? A, take the case, which they don't even do anymore. B, do the right thing. Here comes the old lady, so I'm going to have to go. I will pick this video up. 1 second, ladies. Say hi. All right, I'm going to take the rest of the afternoon with the kids. I'm going to get back. We'll do a video tonight. I'll go live again. So thank you all. Be safe. Stay vigilant. Carry a weapon. I'll rant with you later. Take care.